Hello there and welcome to Network Africa on Channels Television with me, Cynthia Are. We're officially at the last quarter of the year and hopefully even closer to an end to the war in South Sudan. As things stand now, South Sudan's rebel leader Riek Machar is pointing the accusing finger at government forces, saying that they are at fault for repeatedly breaking a ceasefire and putting the newly signed 8th peace deal at risk. President Salva Kiir signed the peace pact on Wednesday, but even as he did so, he accused rebels of attacking his forces. The UN Security Council has warned both sides that it could impose sanctions if the deal collapses. The conflict erupted back in December 2013 after a power struggle between President Kiir and Riek Machar, that's his former deputy, and fighting has reopened ethnic fault lines between Kiir's Dinka and Machar's Nuer clan. Well, the South Sudan government forces are certainly not accepting the blame for breaking the ceasefire agreement, but the government is hinting that Uganda will not withdraw all its troops from the country. This is a clear breach of the recently signed peace agreement with armed opposition in some of the security provisions under transitional security arrangements of the new compromise peace deal signed between the president and the armed opposition leader. All foreign forces are required to leave the country within 45 days from the signing of the agreement. But Maywen McCall, that's the South Sudanese spokesperson for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, has confirmed reports attributed to senior officials in the Ugandan government, as they are saying their government and the country will instead continue to support and maintain some of its troops in the country as part of a bilateral agreement between the two countries. Now let's take a closer look at that peace deal, which was signed just last week. Some of the contents of that peace deal, the provisions made inside of the documents, are as follows. Fighting is supposed to stop immediately, and we've seen that that has not followed through with the breaking of the ceasefire agreement. We also understand that soldiers are to be confined to the barracks in 30 days, and foreign forces are supposed to leave within 45 days. And child soldiers as well as prisoners of war are to be set free. Now, the next provision is that all military forces that go outside of the 25-kilometer radius of Juba are to be replaced by unspecified guard forces and also joint integrated police. Rebels are also supposed to get the post of the first vice president. That's the part of the agreement, one of the parts which the President Salva Kiir is not too comfortable with, even though he went ahead to sign. Now, as regards the transitional government of national unity, it's to take office in 90 days and also govern over a period of 30 months. Elections are supposed to be held within that 60 days before the end of the transitional government's mandate. The government also gets clear majority of legislative posts at national level and in 7 of the 10 states in South Sudan. However, in battleground states such as Jonglei, Unity and also Upper Nile, rebels get almost the same representation as the government. Now, also, the last provision for the peace deal is that the Commission for Truth, Reconciliation and Healing is also meant to investigate human rights violations.